Welcome back, and for this trip you join me on a local lake which is 20 minutes from my house, and that is Horcott Lakes in Fairford. Now, I've never fished this lake before, even though it's sort of pretty local to me. I've never got around to fishing it. So I thought I'd give it 24 hours this weekend. Like I say, I don't know nothing about the lake, only what I've seen online, other YouTube videos, stuff like that. So I was booked on at 1. I got here about 11, done a complete lap of the lake. It's quite a large lake. I think it's about 22 acres, I think. Not seen anything. And I'm in peg 10. Now, the reason I chose this peg was over that side of the lake is quite busy, and this stretch along here is pretty quiet. Not only that, there's a northerly wind this morning, and when I was walking around, although it's not a massive gust, it's got a real chill to it. So for my comfort as well, I was sort of coming on the back of the wind and give this a go. So yeah, I've set my bivvy up, I've got no rods out, excuse me. So yeah, I'm gonna whip the marker float out, see what we get out there, and then go from there. Well, I've been having a bit of a lead round for maybe about 10 minutes, and the spot in front of me is pretty clear. There is weed present, but I have found a little spot not too far out. Now, for the eagle-eyed of you, might notice something missing off my brand new Nash marker float. My second cast, and the orange flight just flew straight off the top, so I obviously didn't check it's tight. So I think I've got another one at home. I'll come with a kit, a black one. So anyway, it still did work, still raised up okay, and it did quite well because there was weed present. And this system with the Nash one, where the line clip sits inside the body, it still comes up through the weed a bit better than like the conventional marker floats. So yeah, I've found that spot. I'm just going to wrap it up, see what distance it is, and sort some rigs out. Okay, so I'll just go through the rigs I'm using on this session, and all pretty simple, ones I've used before. First one here is just a snowman rig. I've got a 12mm tiger nut flavoured bottom bait, topped with a yellow 8mm pop-up, and that's coupled to the same hooks I used on my last session, which is size 6 claw hook from Carp tackle. That'll be on with a 3-ounce flat pair lead. Again, these are all from Carp tackle. And second rig in is exactly the same rig, but with a pink pop-up, although the first one is on a basic conventional hair rig. This is on a slip D rig. This is again hair rigged, but this time I've got a Scopex bottom bait with a little black 8mm pop-up on top. So that's my 3 rigs. I'm going to tie a little mesh bag on top of them as well, and yeah, get them out of the pond. I'm a little bit behind myself, guys. It's I just baited up all them rigs and didn't realise, well I did realise, but I completely forgot that it's a micro barbed brawl on here. So I've had to quickly just change my rigs. So I'm a little bit behind. That's okay, we've got the first rod out, which is the main thing. Right, that's the first one set. Yeah, I didn't realise it was a micro barbless hook only, and I had barbless hooks on, so I've had to just change some hooks. The hooks I had pre-tied anyway, so it wasn't too much of a problem. So I still got 2 on bottom baits, and I got 1 on a Ronnie rig as well. I got 2 set out, so I'm going to get the 2 out, and then I'm going to spot over the top of that, and then I'm going to sort out a third, so I need to tie a third one as well. So we'll catch up in a minute. Not fishing far out. A little spot I found is a little bit weedy and a bit lumpy. Then I found a nice little gravelly area which is a bit smoother, but it's only seven wraps out. But it's not too far off from where that wind and the sort of calm water sort of joins really. So be right there for now. If I see anything move or change, I'll adjust accordingly. But hopefully okay, that's 2 out. Right, so I've got the 2 out. I'm going to just put a bit of spod mix over the top of them just to get some fishing done, and then I need to tie a third rig and just plonk that on top of them 2, and yeah, then I need a coffee desperately. Just put a bit of spod out now. I'm not going to put loads out, probably 5 or 6 spods I suppose. Just get a bit of attraction in the swim. Spod mix I'm using is literally some pigeon conditioner, corn, and the Manila liquid, cloudy Manila liquid. The old bird life found it. Just hope they don't dive on it. Okay, so I do for my spod in at the moment. I'm about 5 I put out. I'll just show you the spod mix I'm using. So it is literally pigeon conditioner, bit of corn, and the Manila cloudy syrup. Made that up last night, so yeah, I'm going to put any more out. I just got that last rig to tie, and then get that one out on the spot and sit back and have a well-earned coffee, I think. Okay guys, we are fishing. Yeah, that was all a bit stressful. Tied all them rigs and realised that is a micro barbless hook rule here. So I didn't want to break the rules, so I redid my rigs. I had to retie one of them. 2 I had previously tied with some micro barbed hooks on, so that was wasn't too much of a setback. The hooks weren't as sharp as I like, so I've touched them up a little bit. But when I get sorted later, I might sit down and tie a few more rigs as well, and refresh them a bit later on. But yeah, it's starting to fill up now. The lake, there's quite a few people. I've got 2 guys just coming to my right here. Yeah, so like I say, I'm fishing about 7 rods out, 7 rod lengths out. It's about 5.5 foot deep. There was weed the farther side of it, and I just come into like a little gravelly area. And then as you brought it back in, it was a little bit more weed. So yeah, I could have fished a lot further out, but it was quite weedy and small little areas I was finding. So so I thought I'd just bring it where that wind, the calm water hits the ripple, and see what happens. Like I say, I can always change things about if I need to, if I see anything. But for now, that's my plan. The next plan is obviously coffee and tidy up my bivvy, because it's a bit of a mess, to be fair. And yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Okay then, well, a bit of a afternoon update. It's yeah, it's 5 o'clock now, so I've been fishing sort of 5 hours, 4 or 5 hours. All 3 rods I have had a few little beeps on, so it's encouraging. If they're line bites or not, I'm not sure. Still not seeing any fish at all. All I do know is that wind, that northerly wind, is pretty bitter, so I'm glad I'm sort of not in the teeth of that. I managed to have my coffee, and yeah, I've had about an hour's kip, a bit of a lie down, and then yeah, I'm gonna get some food on the go in probably about half an hour. Getting a little bit peckish now, and see what the night brings. I was going to bring them back in and do a rechuck, but I think I'm just going to leave them. I'm happy that it's on pretty firm ground, so I'm just going to leave them, and if nothing happens in the night, I'll do a rechuck in the morning, I think, and go from there. But yeah, the lake is getting quite busy now. There's still people turning up now, so yeah, like, chill back for half an hour and have something to eat. So a little thanks to my mate Chris, aka Carp King 71. This is a little gift from him from back when we went to Farlow's. So this is maiden voyage, and like I said, I'll just chuck some sausages in there. I've got some smoked bacon and some mushrooms to add to it shortly, and then that'll all be going in a nice tortilla wrap with a bit of tomato sauce. Good morning, and yeah, that was a quiet one and a cold one. I got to bed sort of probably midnight, I should imagine, and had a good night's sleep, which is unusual for me when I'm fishing. So this morning's plan is have this coffee. I'm going to give the rods a couple of hours, and then I'll give them a rechuck and refresh the baits, and sit on them for the rest of the morning, and then get some more bacon and sausages on the go for breakfast, and yeah, go from there. We had a bit of rain in the night, not a lot, on and off, just sprinkles of rain, but that wind is still pushing over in that end of the lake. It is, even on the back of this wind, it's still chilly, so I'm glad I'm not over there in my face. Anyway, I'm going to finish waking up with this coffee, and see you in a bit. Okay, well, I've had the coffee, and I'm going to give my rods a bit of a recast this morning, refresh the baits, and put them back out for the last few hours. There you go, that's the first one. So yeah, nice clear spot this one. I think what I'll do is, if I don't fall in the lake, I'm going to put them all at different distances this time. I'll put one at 7 wraps, and maybe 10 or 15. Just to change it a little bit of weed on there. I think that come in on the retrieve. So yeah, I saw the 3 rods come in. All the hook baits are pretty clean. One had a bit of weed on, which I think was picked up on the retrieve. So like I said, I'm going to put one about the same area, 1 4 5 rod lengths further than that, and then another one a bit further, so about 7, 10, 15 roughly. Leave them out for a few hours, and that'd be my time here done. So let's get them out a bit sharpish. I'm going to refresh the hook baits and then get that kettle back on. There we go. So that's the rods out. I'm gonna leave them. I've got about 3.5, 4 hours left. So see if that produces anything. I'm not feeling too confident, to be honest. So give it a go. So I'm gonna have a coffee, warm myself up, and get some warmer clothing on, get all the non-essentials packed up, like the bivvy, bed chair and everything, so that's all ready. And then when it's time to go, maybe just the rods. But you never know, something may happen. Okay then guys, well that is it, and unfortunately a blank. But yeah, I'll definitely return, probably sort of later in the sort of summer, late spring, summer maybe. Yeah, I enjoyed it though. It's nice to finally get here and have a look around the lake and get a little feel for it. So yeah, I have got about another hour and a half, 2 hours left if I want it, but the cloud is looking a little bit threatening, and everything is pretty much dry at the moment. So on a couple of losses, I brought the rods in and everything's packed. I just left the bivvy up to the last minute just in case it does tip down. I can just bung everything in and just get out of the shelter, just not get in the shelter until the rain stops. But it's a 50-50 whether it's going to or not, so I'm not going to take a chance. I'm going to call it a day. I've enjoyed it, and yeah, like I said, I'll certainly be back. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Sorry it was a blank, and we look forward to the next one. Take care.